Hey Olga, Daphne here. I want to get this back to you quickly because I know your exam is tomorrow. Okay, crazy lady, I'm going to be honest with you. You are mad to write so much. Okay, you know timing is an issue. You know you will not score a good grade if you run out of time. Okay, you know you don't have to write 400 words. Yeah, it is very simple. I mean, I know it's not simple, but it's very simple. This is a language exam. Keep reminding yourself it's a language exam. It is not examining your intelligence. You are obviously super intelligent. It is examining, can you write in this time? The time is really important, okay? And you must be able to do that. Really, really, really important. So you should be cutting this, okay? I'm not going to be mean and send it back to you, but I kind of want you to go through it again and almost like now before you watch the correction, almost go through what would you cut? Because you don't have to write 400 words and you must finish it and you must give yourself enough time for the task one as well, okay? Do the task two first and then do the task one, but save enough time. Okay, all right, that's enough of me being bossy. Nowadays, most green energy is becoming more prevalent. Some argue they greatly reduce costs and are better. Others believe they're a threat. Okay, discuss both views and give your opinion. Okay, both views, here we go. Lovely. Since the advent of renewable technology discovery. Okay, discovery and advent are the same kind of things. So I'd go since the advent or since the discovery of. You don't need to repeat. The fact of, it should be of, whether it constitutes a justifiable means of cost reduction and environmental care, or is unsecure in terms of energy availability is debatable. Lovely, great sentence. I believe its implementation would be a chance to improve sustainability. I wouldn't use that. I just go sustainability. In this essay, both issues were discussed. Fantastic. Lovely intro. Well done. Good. On one hand, green energy contributes to a sustainable planet. Now, we've had sustainable twice. Well, that's the second time. But why don't we just use these other words you could use in this essay? A greener or even just safer planet, even if the improvements in efficiency are still debatable. This is largely because, okay, so here, I mean, yes, you can have it largely because, that's absolutely fine. Or you could say, just simply, sustainable or renewable energy, or, because I need you to give me an example. So, sources such as solar or wind power, and then go into employ. So yes, you can have that, of course you can, but you don't need it. So sources such as wind or solar power, then that would go, and then employ resources which are naturally available, such as wind force, combustible materials, in order to create electricity. Yet the cost relies on the means, and you've had means. Let's go method, or just go, okay, take out that and go the extraction method. Okay. A recent study from the Spanish government showed that the energy originated in windmills from Castilla could supply half of the electricity necessary for that area during the whole year. Okay, lovely. Necessitated is not quite right in this context. Furthermore, reduction of pollution rate, nearly 50% was registered during this period. Now, careful, could supply is hypothetical. So keep on hypothetical, would be registered. You need those, that's really important. Those verbs need to follow the same idea of suggestion. Would be registered during this period. Do you see what I mean? So the could and the would be are linking together here in idea of suggestion, hypothetical. In terms of, so cut this. I don't need to know this. That is totally not needed. Okay? Absolutely. Very nice, but no. Therefore, not only could this type of energy serve as a valid economic alternative, but could additionally reduce environmental damage. Okay, perfect. Yeah? So already that is a little bit of time saved, hopefully. On the other hand, the availability of such energy is highly variable. And I keep this going because it's quite a short sentence. So take out that. So just keep going due to the fact that it is usually dependent on natural tools. Tools? Natural materials, maybe, which are non-static, such as, now it's not the power, but the material that we're waiting on is the sun, such as the sun or wind, which fluctuate depending on the time of year. So the material, the raw material, let's go raw materials maybe. Okay. For instance, in Nordic countries, there are several sustainable households which employ solar plaques as their only source of electrical power during the spring and summer months. Okay, then you'd have to say are swift to convert or swiftly convert to conventional for the rest of the year. Yeah, that's really nice. So good paragraph there. So you can't cut anything there. I'm not sure you can cut much there either, actually. It's difficult, isn't it? Or you could have recent evidence from Spain showed, but I mean, your writing is really, really nice. Yeah, it's difficult. To conclude, it's clear that renewable energy has numerous advantages, such as has numerous advantages. I mean, you could take out that. I mean, you could. So renewable energy offers not only respect. You could have that not only respect to the environment and eventually cost reduction, yet fluctuation should be taken into account. Now, watch out because, yes, that's absolutely perfect, but keep checking back to your question. This one, give your opinion. Okay, you must give your opinion. Yeah, super important. That one, give your opinion. And you haven't given me your opinion. Oh, okay, you have here. All right, apologies. Okay, you have there. Okay, you could. I mean, if you had space, you don't. Reinforce it here, but don't worry because you have given it to me. So forgive me on that one. Fluctuations in its availability should be taken into account. In the future, it's predicted. Okay, you could cut that. Yes, that's very nice, but if you're short of time, you don't need that. Okay. What you've done here is a really super high level essay. Okay, going through the task achievement, each section. Task achievement, you've absolutely done it. So you've understood the question, you've answered it really clearly. You've done the for and against, you've done the one, on the one hand, on the other hand. Great. Coherence, it runs really smoothly. I would take out that line because I don't think you need it. Otherwise, your lines run very smoothly from each other. That's absolutely fantastic. Okay. What else? Grammatical range. Yes, very nice grammatical range. I particularly like this sentence here. I think it's worth thinking about conditionals. If you could maybe add in a conditional in here. If the weather is variable, it is not possible, or it would not be possible to rely on it. So I think conditionals are good and would be good. Your language, your lexis, your range of vocabulary is fantastic. Really, really good. You can do this. I know you can do this. It's just this timing, okay? But just remember what I tried to say at the beginning. It's a language exam, okay? So you are showing language, and it is, you have to balance this idea of finishing in time, okay? Which will, if you don't finish in time, you will lose marks. So make sure you finish in time. And also don't worry. Now, the task 2, sorry there wasn't a thingy title. My apologies, there should have been a title. I will type it out for you and then send me that later today. Okay, take care, Olga. Well done.